vindictive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against.
Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome to the one day free international webinar on Innovation to Protection, a guide to IPR. If you want to become a research person, a coordinator for a free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please join through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome to the one day free international webinar on Innovation to Protection, a guide to IPR. If you want to become a research person, a coordinator for a free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please join through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome to the one day free international webinar on Innovation to Protection, a guide to IPR. If you want to become a research person, a coordinator for a free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please join through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Our special thanks to you, Convener Shri Ma'am, Co-Convener Krishna Sir, Coordinator Chandru Sir. Thank you all for your exceptional effort, contribution and continued support in planning and accelerating this session successfully. I am Jyoti from Skill Activate. Dr. Abdul Ahmed sir is an accomplished academician and legal professor, currently serving as an assistant professor and international relationship coordinator at Tulsi's Institute, Dehradun, with over 8 years for teaching experience across his reputed institutions. He has held several key academic and administrative roles, including MBA program coordinator, head of NBA 6, head of the research department, and skill enhancement coordinator. He has also actively contributed as a member of administration of project sheeting committees, demonstrating strong leadership coordination and institutional development capabilities. He holds a PhD in marketing management from Sri Guru Ram Sai University, along with MBA, LLM, and LLB degrees, reflecting a unique interdisciplinary expertise in management and law. His research focuses on consumer behavior towards green products within legal framework, accompanied with strong communication skills, technical proficiency, and strategic planning eligibilities. Dr. Ahmed is dedicated to academic excellence, research, advertisement, and fostering impactful learning environment. It's over to you, sir.
Thank you, Jyoti ma'am. Thank you, organizers. Skill Activate. Uh, I am sharing my PPT. Are you able to see that?
Yes, sir.
Should I start the session?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Warmly welcome you all to this session titled "From Innovation to Protection: A Guide to Intellectual Property Right." In today's knowledge-driven economy, ideas, research, and innovation are valuable assets. And this session aims to help you understand how these assets can be legally protected, protected using intellectual rights, commonly known as IPR. Myself, Dr. Abdal Ahmed, Associate Professor, Tulaz Institute, Dehradun, Uttarakhand, India. Uh, thankful to Hari Krishna sir and Skill Activate to give opportunity to speak on this topic. These are the objectives of the webinar. Let me briefly outline what we will cover today. We will start with the fundamentals of IPR. Then we will move to different types of IPRs such as patent, copyrights, trademark, etc. Then we will also discuss how researchers and innovators can protect their work, understand the patent filing process, and finally look at the best practices to safeguard intellectual creations. These are the learning objective for today's session. By the end of this session, you should be able to understand the basic concepts of IPR, identify various forms of intellectual property, and appreciate the importance of protecting innovation. Why innovation is uh, should be protected. This session will also help you apply IPR concept in academia, research, and entrepreneurial contexts. Meaning of intellectual property: legal rights that protect creation of mind, such as invention, design, and artistic work. Intellectual property refers to the creation that originate from human intellectual ideas, innovation, design, literary works, and artisan expansions. Although these assets are intangible, we are not able to see them, but they hold immense value and can be protected just like a physical tangible properties. Fine. So it should be compulsory to protect them as they are created with the intention to create some commercialization. Whereas next is intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights are legal rights granted to creators or inventors of the IPRs. These rights give exclusive control over the use, reproduction, and commercialization of intellectual creation for the specific period. Whereas statutory body also provided some act like the Patent Act 1970, Copyright Act 1957, Trademark Act 1999, and Design Act 2000. And there are some other acts also. They are safeguarding these IPRs. Next is, what is the need of IPR? The thing is that without IPR protection, innovation may lose control over their ideas. If we are not protecting the IPRs, our property, then it can said that we are losing the control over the ideas. IPRs also ensure that creation receive recognition and financial benefits. Yes, if we are somewhat giving time or somewhat giving some head to some work, it should be benefited by financial, even the recognition should be given to the creator of that IPR. Fine. We will move to next one. The objective of IPR. The core objective of IPR is to promote innovation while balancing public interest. It encourages disclosure of knowledge so society benefit while creator are rewarded. The main thing is that the creator should be rewarded for its creation. That is the main thing to safeguard these IPRs. Uh, IPR as an economical tool. Whereas IPR play a vital role in economic development, it supports startups, MSMEs, startups, and industry by transforming ideas into valuable commercial assets through licensing, franchising, and technological transferabilities. Whereas novelty has been given to that particular creator, and other uh, uh, denominations are also provided to the creator of that particular ideas. IPR in academia. In academia institutions, IPR protect research outputs such as these publications and inventions. It should be somewhat protected by these type of IPRs, because if someone is somewhat giving time and their mind to these publications and inventions, they should be protected, and our law is protecting their rights in preventing plagiarism, enhancing academic credibility, and support funding and collaboration. Whereas we can say that this IPR protection also collaborate to support the funding of that particular idea creator, which can be used for further creation of ideas or enhancing the ideas. IPR framework in India. India has a well-established IPR framework governed by national law and aligned with international treaties, whereas it is divided into national trademarks or international trademarks, which can be somewhat some other than are same laws but differ from some parts. Basically, the framework support innovation, entrepreneurship, and global competitiveness. This is the process how patent is filled. Idea is given to prior art research. Filing is given to that particular to government as per the format given. by the statutory body, whereas examination is done on various platforms, and then grant is given in monetary terms or whatever they have asked for that particular grant. Now coming to the patent. Patent concept. A patent protects innovation, either uh, products or processes to be patented. And innovation must be novel, must be it's somewhat first time done, non-ambiguous and industrial applicable, and it should be social to also. It should be somewhat usable to society also. Uh, Generally, patent protection is given for 20 years, 20 years, and then it can be renewed afterwards also, or any amendment can also be done. Whereas these are the patentable subject matters. Uh, Patentable innovation include technical solutions, product innovation, and process improvements. However, abstract ideas or discoveries without practical application are not penetable. Like example, I have given you in utility patent, design patent, plant patent. Even though today's world, many researchers or somewhat many thesis supported research like plant patents are also going along with that, or what we can say that tissue patents are also going on, because they are developed by some different ideas. Next is copyright concept. Copyright protects original literacy, uh, artistic, musical, and academic work, whereas it applies automatically once the work is created and expressed in the tangible form. Examples: the logo is C in books, music, films, or somewhat softwares, or somewhat even the music we usually listen at our homes are copyright of that particular music directors, software, paintings, and photographs, etc. Now, next is trademark. A trademark mark protects brand identity, such as names, logos, symbols. It helps consumer distinguish one product or service from other, and builds goodwill. So it's is somewhat represent like trademark. If it is not registered, if it is registered, it will look like register in uh, of that particular name. Next is industrial design. Industrial design protect focuses on the artistic appearance of the product, not its function. Appearance of that particular has been somewhat protected by these type of act, but the functions is somewhat protected by other things. This is especially important in consumer good and manufacturing industries. Like famous example includes the Coca-Cola, Apple iPhone, Dyson vacuum, etc. Whereas we can say that these GI also, geographical indicators, are also sign used to product that have a specific geographical origin and possesses qualities, reputation, and characteristic attributes to that particular place. For example, we can say that Darjeeling tea in India, whereas any other tequila from Mexico, Swiss watches from Switzerland, these are somewhat geographical indicators, or somewhat we can say that Maruti Suzuki from India is also a geographical indicator of that particular region. Whereas coming to next one is uh, each type of IPR serve a different purpose basically. Patent is for innovations. Copyrights are for to create created work. Trademark are for brand identity. Industrial design is for the appearance of that particular product, and GIs are for regional products. Next is what are the innovations? What do you mean by innovation? Innovation refers to introducing something new or scientifically improved. It may be technical, managerial, or process oriented. This is the part that where we should look into that how we can protect the innovation and research output. Whereas we can applicable through research output include publication, patents, software, data sets, and prototypes.
ஏய் உள்ள போயிட்டாடி ஏய் உள்ள வந்துட்டு ஏய் ஜாயின் ஆகுடா
ஞானமணி டெக்னாலஜி தமிழ்நாடு இந்தியாவா
एक मिनट
ஏய் சொல்றேன்
இல்ல மியூட் பண்ணாத
Sorry.
என்ன தமிழ்நாடு இந்தியா
Should I continue? Uh,
Yes, sir. It continues.
yes, sir. Why protection is necessary? Yes. Research outputs are there. Basically, why it is research is necessary to be protected. Protection research prevent authorized use, ensuring recognition and allow commercialization. It also strengthen the researchers' professional standings. Innovation life cycle and IPR. The innovation life cycle begins with the idea generation and ends with the social impact in the society. IPR plays a critical role between development and commercialization stages. Whereas role of universities and institute in this institution supports innovation through IPR cells, policies and technology transformation office. They encourages patent filing and industry collaborations through which they can earn the monetary terms also, and they can somewhat give enhanced knowledge to their student and even to faculty members also. Consequences of not protecting IPRs. This is the important part, that if you are not protecting your IPRs or somewhat your ideas, that can be used by others in a time while or somewhere in other stage. Failure to protect intellectual work can lead to loss of ownership, dispute, and financial losses. Many innovation fails to benefit creation due to lack of awareness also. As we are not having awareness, we usually think that it takes somewhat money to protect, but it is protected for almost 20 years. Your idea has been protected and you can amend from time to time. It is very necessary to protect your idea. Next is step involved in patent filing. Generally, there are different types of forms as per the different available by the statutory body. If we are filing for patents, it is different. It is if we are filing for copyrights, it is different. If we are filing for trademark or design, it is different. So we will go for a journal filing, and we will go as it is a rigorous and it has a lengthy process which can be explained by JVK publications easily. But journal view I can give over here. That is, patent filing is a structured legal process that requires careful planning, documentation, and compliance. Step one, we can say that it is identifying patentable invention. The first step is to clearly identify what is novel first time to that particular idea in your invention and how it differs from existing solutions. Whereas second step is a prior art search helps determining whether similar invention already exists or not. It is very important that you should not go for those uh, patentable things. Those are somewhat used by other person or already been published by other person. It should not be in existence. It should be novel in somewhat. It should be first time created. This step reduce rejection risk also. Whereas third step is to draft. Drafting is the most critical step. It defines the scope of protection and determines the strength of the patent. It is one of the critical step in this going for patentable registrations. It should be thoroughly checked by each and every part. Next is fourth step, that is application may fail provisionally or complete application depending on the readiness of the invention. Uh, Somewhere there are many times that invention is taking time, 1 year or 2 year. So the steps in that invention can also be secured by these type of patents, and it can be secured or somewhat we can secure that particular thing also. Step 5 is uh, after publication the invention enters the public domain for review through right rights and still protected. Next one is step number 6, that is the patent office examine the application and raises objection if any. Proper response is essential to given to if any error has been taken or somewhat any other complex or ambiguous things have been filled. It should be examined again and again, otherwise it will be rejected on the face of it. Whereas if objection has been raised, it should be fulfilled by the that particular person who has given the accent to the that particular patent. Whereas next is once granted, the inventor gains exclusive rights subject to the renewal and compliance. Basically, it doesn't seems to be very easy. Like I have explained, it there are many revisions in that particular time, and it takes somewhat much more time as it has been. Actually, this is the documentation that should be done by each and person who has created the idea and look into the these things also. Whereas important or best practices for safeguarding the IPR work to prevent the dispute, best practice ensure long-term protection and reduce legal and ethical risk. We should follow the ethical pathway of registering this patent or trademarks or copyrights. It has been given thoroughly by statutory body or government of India. We should follow that particular ethics, and ethical work is always give you fruitful things basically. Whereas documentation and record keeping should be there, and it should be somewhat it may be logo or it may be somewhat work. It should be documented, maintain detail and dated record is critical evidence of ownership of that particular patent. Whereas confidentiality measures are also somewhat made to each and everything. Avoid public disclosure before filing. To that, do not discuss to your colleagues regarding this. that you are going for or you are working on this patent, otherwise it can be disclosed or they can use that particular idea. Whereas use non-disclosure agreement also with if you are talking about if you are working with your mentor, you can go for non-disclosure agreement, or you are working with your colleagues, you can go for non-disclosure agreements. And you can also register this part also, a non-disclosure agreement. If you disclose, you will be fined for monetary terms. It is also given in law. Whereas uh, other ideas are also given in other parts of other things. Whereas ethical and legal practices avoid plagiarism also. Proper authorship attribution should be given. If you are somewhat taking references from any part of any world ideas, then give the references or somewhat attribution to that particular thing uh, before giving that particular part to your idea. Kindly confirm with that, contact with that particular person. You should be somewhat be in ethical circumstances, basically. Whereas respect other IPRs also, it means that you should respect other works also, and you should give them privilege, as you have taken the idea or generated the idea, or somewhat someone was talking with you and you have generated that particular idea, you should give them a good reference also. Whereas continuous awareness and training should be there. Regular IPR workshops should be there, like this one or any other. I think JVK is already giving very good concepts on patent, publishing, copyright, trademark, and other things. I am very much connected with them. Uh, and the legal knowledge should be also there. If you are going for these type of patents or copyrights, the background of that particular legal concept should be also should be known to each and everyone, and awareness should be given by the workshop handlers or somewhat organizers also, as many of us do not know the law of somewhat what we are doing. Yes, we should encourage innovation culture, as we are somewhat individual heads, and we are heading to 150 crores in India as an individual, and when we can use our heads, we can create innovation, and that heads can be used in very good purpose. And the last, the takeaway from this is IPR are the legal protection that transform intangible ideas into valuable business assets, driving innovation, brand equity, and renew through exclusivity. To conclude, innovation must be protected to create value. IPR not only safeguard ideas but also fuels growth, research excellence, and entrepreneurship. Thank you for your attention. I thank you, the organizers also. Thank you, sir. Are you there?
Thank you, sir.
I thank you to
Thank you
Hari
for
Krishna sir. Hari Krishna sir, he is somewhat following me since 15 days, and somewhat giving his heart to each and everything, as I was not having the time today. Even he has somewhat given me that, sir, you can have that. Actually, in northern region, there is a holy festival today, and Ramzan is also going. So from next time, uh, I will give you full time for my lectures, and we will collaborate with each other with other things also. I will somewhat also wants to organize uh, some SVK or skill activate is the same thing, I think, from collaboration with Tula's Institute Dehradun. We will somewhat go for that also, and other research work and academic work also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for explaining about some topics like fundamentals of intellectual property rights, types of IPR, patents, copyright, trademarks, etc. Before we concluded, we would like to thank our sponsor JVK Technologies. JVK Technologies offers a publication services including scopus, essay, patents, copyright, thesis, textbooks, etc. For any publication assistant, you are warmly invited to join their WhatsApp group. Link is in the chat box as well as comment section.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Before we concluded, we would like to thank our sponsor JVK Technologies. JVK Technologies offers a publication services including scopus, essay, patents, copyright, thesis, textbooks, etc. For any publication assistant, you are warmly invited to join their WhatsApp group. Link is in the chat box as well as comment section. We also thank all the participants for joining us today. Please fill the feedback form for the certificate. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificate. We also thanks all the participants for joining us today. Please fill the feedback form for the certificate. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificate. To receive the certificate, you must fill out the feedback form and join the WhatsApp group. Please fill the feedback form for the certificate. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificate. To receive the certificates, you must fill out the feedback form and join the WhatsApp group. Please fill the feedback form for the certificate. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificate. To receive the certificate, you must fill out the feedback form and join the WhatsApp group. Those who fill the feedback form can leave the meeting. Please fill the feedback form for the certificate. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificate. To receive the certificates, you must fill out the feedback form and join the WhatsApp group. Those who fill the feedback form can leave the meeting.